Welcome to TYT140. I'm Malcolm Fleschner in for Dave Rubin. There appears to be no end in sight to the exchange of air attacks between Israel and Palestinian militants in the Gaza Strip that began on July 7th. To date, 190 Palestinians have been killed by Israeli strikes, while the more than 1,000 rockets fired from Gaza have landed safely away from civilian targets and caused no Israeli fatalities. Hopes for an end to the violence dimmed when a Hamas representative rejected an Egyptian ceasefire proposal as, quote, a joke. The Egyptian foreign minister responded angrily to the comment, saying, "A joke? You want a joke? What's the difference between a Christian rock band and a Hamas rocket? A Christian rock band has a chance of scoring a hit in Israel. That's a joke." In a softening of White House immigration policy rhetoric, an administration spokesman said on Monday that unaccompanied minors who have illegally crossed the nation's southern border will not be deported if doing so may lead to their deaths. Maryland's Democratic Governor Martin O'Malley had publicly labeled sending minors back to Central America to face possible violence as immoral. Wasteful, too, when instead we could send them back to work in sweatshops sewing together t-shirts for Old Navy. According to U.S. Geologic Survey statistics, states where hydraulic fracturing or fracking is used to access natural gas reserves have seen a dramatic surge in earthquake activity. A study published in the journal Science suggests that fracking may account for 1 out of every 5 quakes from Colorado to the Atlantic coast. Those crazy environmentalists. First they tell us CO2 causes global warming, then that fracking causes earthquakes. What's next? That oil causes wars in the Middle East? Come on. Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren is enjoying an enthusiastic reception from liberal activists across the country as she actively campaigns for Democratic Senate candidates in states like West Virginia, Kentucky, and Oregon. Warren's willingness to take on corporate interests is resonating with members of the Democratic base who say they are eager to vote for a candidate who will take a stand and fight back against the pro-Wall Street policies supported by the last guy they all voted for. And finally, inspectors at Los Angeles International Airport reported the seizure of 67 live giant African snails. The snails, which can measure up to 8 inches long, are considered a delicacy in West Africa, but are prohibited in the United States because they carry parasites that are harmful to humans. Customs officials were later forced to issue an apology when, upon closer inspection, the giant snails turned out to be family members flying into LA for a reunion episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I'm Malcolm Fleschner. Follow us on Twitter at TYT140 and suggest stories to us using hashtag TYT140. We'll see you next time.